How is it going, everyone? I want to give you guys a heads up on a PS Plus update on some games leaving the service in the month of February on PS Plus Extra. And we got the announcement of a brand new action RPG that looks very, very good. Albeit, they have announced that the tentative window is 2028, so, that's not that far away. A game being announced 2 years before its tentative release window, that's not that crazy. I think more of a glaring element of all of this is that, holy hell, it is already 2026. I feel like, when I was talking about Black Myth Wukong in 2020, that game seems so far out. Now we're 2 years removed from that game, and we're talking about games coming out in 2028, but that's how time works, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. Genie God's Neza looks quite good, a Chinese action RPG, another one to keep on your radar. But first of all, PlayStation Plus will be losing 8 titles in the month of February. That includes Carto, Cult of the Lamb. This is a big one, New World Eternum. New World Eternum, if you want to play this game, the only way to play it is for the next couple of weeks via PlayStation Plus, if you don't already own the game, because it's already delisted, you can't buy it, and it's still in the subscription service, so I believe you can download it, but it is delisted, so, keep that in mind, but yeah, it will be officially shut down on January the 31st. I kind of wish they would have kept the game up, maybe sell it for like 99 cents to $2 and make it abundantly clear that the game would be shutting down, because there might be people that want to play it for the next year, and as long as you make it abundantly clear to them that the game's going to be shutting down after a while, I don't think that's too big of a deal. But yeah, we already talked about New World Eternum. The whole situation was a crap show, and the MMO crap shows don't end with Ashes of Creation also being a crap show. Thankfully, you guys on PlayStation won't have to deal with the nonsense about that, but nonetheless, Res Infinite getting delisted as well. That's a great one that you could check out before it gets delisted on February 17th. Saga Frontier Remastered, Super Neptunia RPG, The Ascent, and then WWE 2K25, because we gotta delist WWE 2K25 before 2K26 comes out, you guys. You know how it works. 2K25, that's gotta leave the service. We gotta sell you the $70 base game of 2K26, or ideally, we'd like to sell you the $150 Monday Night War Edition, pal, for, the suckers that are gonna buy that. And as much as I can complain about it, the reality is I know how the sports game fandom is. I was talking to a buddy of mine that was super into FIFA for a long time, and I was explaining to him this WWE game that's gonna be $150, and he's just like, dude, that's insane, but you don't know how sports game fans are. Like, they are knee-deep into those games, and that's the audience that you can try to extract the most amount of revenue from. What I worry about is, because that standard has now been set with a game like WWE 2K26 being $150, eventually the worry is it can bleed into other games as well. And I know that last year's edition got a $150 edition, but it didn't get a $150 edition at launch. What happened is they announced like another piece of DLC, and then they re-released it as the farewell edition celebrating John Cena's retirement or whatever, and they did it that way to, have a $150 edition, and I believe they did it with 2K24 as well, but now it's just a $150 edition off rip, and what's gonna stop them from doing another DLC, and they're gonna do the $180, I don't know, the Stone Cold versus The Rock, the last time ever DLC pack. I don't know. You guys know they're gonna get wild with it, and I don't even want to know. I don't even want to guess what they're gonna do, but you kidding me? Stone Cold versus The Rock one last time and then bake that into a DLC? Dude, I could totally see them doing some nonsense like that, but yeah, tangent over. WWE 2K25 will be leaving the service as well. And yeah, that's the roster of titles that will be leaving, so if you want to jump on any of them, honestly, the ones I would recommend here, Res Infinite and The Ascent. Those are the two that I would single out and maybe put some time into them before February 17th, because you can get worthwhile experiences out of those until they get pulled. Alright, moving on from that, Chinese mythology action RPG, Genie God's Neza has been announced for PS5 and PC, and it will launch in 2028. And initially when I saw that 2028 window, I'm like, 2028? Why are we announcing games for 2028? And then I thought about it, dude, It's 2026. 2028 is 2 years away. That's not that long of a time away for a game to be revealed. Intergalactic got revealed in 2024 and is probably going to get released in 2027. Like, that's 3 years. Black Myth Wukong, 2020 revealed, 2024. Like, 2 to 3 years is generally the timeline where a lot of games get revealed. Yeah, you have publishers that I feel like have gone smarter about it, like Capcom, for example, and they'll reveal Resident Evil Requiem 9 months before release. I think that's the ideal time frame, but it's still very much the standard for a lot of games to be revealed 3, 4, 5 years out. I mean, we just saw the Star Wars Fall of the Old Republic. You think that's going to come out anytime in the near future, in the next 2 years? Yeah, probably not. But nonetheless, Genie Neza is a hardcore action RPG set against the chaotic backdrop of ancient Chinese Genesis mythology. You take on the role of the Spirit Pearl, the first life forged by Nua, the goddess of life from earth, water, and fire, who is reincarnated as Neza. Immerse yourself in iconic tales of Chinese Genesis mythology, battle against colossal gods, and master the one-of-a-kind combat of Chinese-style celestial showdowns. A world in ruins, a hero's call. Your destiny is forged by 3 titanic quests: mend the shattered sky with the 5 colored stones, uncover the truth of your own origin, and descend into the abyss of return to seal the space-time rifts devouring the world. The game notes dual stances, switch seamlessly between ground and aerial combat, and one of the things I noticed off the gameplay, incredibly fluid and fast-paced. Like, that's what I like out of your action titles. I like it to be fast and free-flowing. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these games with, like, tankier builds, but, you know, offer options into how you play the game, and that's fine. Wield Neza's iconic fire-tip spear for close-quarter combos and parries on land. Take to the skies with Windfire wheels for high-speed raids and aerial combos. Fluid Mystic, tap into the Spirit Pearl's heart to awaken fleeting mythic abilities like the Windfire wheels, devastating mid-air strikes. Focus its power to imbue your weapons with sacred water, triggering potent EX effects and relic fusion. Pair mythic treasures for unique skills. Combine the bow with 3 heads and 6 arms for rainbow piercing the sun archery, or match the palm leaf fan with water prisons to trap and disable foes. This is scheduled for PlayStation 5 and PC. A lot of these games these days, I've noticed that they're skipping out on a Xbox release. I mean, they're skipping out on not that many sales given the state of Xbox and the year-over-year decline of Xbox, but still, I know there's an audience of people playing games on Xbox, and you would like these games to be available on as many platforms as possible. Hell, throw the game on Nintendo Switch too, if that's possible as well. But for now, PlayStation 5 and PC via Steam and EGS. It will be launching in 2028, and they've already got the Steam page up, so this is looking to be a real game as well. Whenever the Steam page goes up, I feel like that gives me, alright, it looks like this is a real game, and I've been, you know, pretty happy with the games that seem too good to be true to come out. Like, I thought Black Myth Wukong for a long time looked too good to be true. Phantom Blade Zero, I know that gave off the vibe as well. A Stellar Blade, Crimson Desert, that's coming out, and Crimson Desert I'm still not completely sold on, but hoping for the best. And Genie Neza, hopefully it'll be out in 2028 and it'll turn out pretty well. The Chinese action RPG there, scheduled for 2028, and that's gonna do it for me. Again, PlayStation Plus will be losing 8 titles in the month of February. Jump on that as soon as possible if you're interested in Genie Neza, another game to keep on your radar, even though it's a ways away. It'll be here before you know it. Honestly, 2024 to me feels like yesterday. Like, 2024 is literally right around this time is when we were getting excited for Stellar Blade. I think the Stellar Blade demo was dropping. That feels like yesterday to me. 2028, I feel, will be here before you know it. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.